Ashley Unravels is now live. Streaming makers and crafting, Crochet and Chill 103/365.
Good evening, one and all, and welcome to the stream. I'm a little chilly today, but it was 73 degrees, so we're keeping on with the same color. After this row is finished, I'm going to go hop in the shower for the night, and then I'm going to head back to work tomorrow. Woo-hoo. I should probably find wherever my microphone is. Found it.
Hello.
Good evening, Lady Patrick. How are you doing tonight? How is PT?
PT was good. Thursday is my last day and I'm sad. I wish I could go forever.
Aw. Well, congratulations on making it to graduation of PT. And you never know, it might cycle back again so that you can do some more. It's nice to do stuff with a buddy versus just doing it by yourself. I do understand that. And we'll see if I'll keep on keeping on with this current color scheme, because I feel like it's going to potentially get a little boring because we're at the other end of the color spectrum, where after this red I have one more red, and unless it alternates between the two this summer, it's going to be a very big block of just red in the blanket. So we'll see what I'll do there. I might decide to add another gradient color. I won't pull out what I'll have, but I'll potentially add a category.
It was almost 90 here today, hottest day so far this year.
Oof. Kudos. Now that snow ain't going to keep hiding. It's going to try, but good luck. Today our high, I had to turn off that section. So I don't think I have that actually up anymore. I know that it got warm. I decided to go on a walk today at work. I was like, well, if I'm on a walk, I might as well be on a walk for a mission. So my goal was, if I could walk to the park, there was an Insomnia Cookies store that I had never tried before. So I said if I made it there in 20 minutes, I should have time to order some cookies and walk back and be back to work on time for my lunch. I made it, but at what cost? Because my feet hurt. But the cookies are good. I got white chocolate chip macadamia nut and a birthday cake. Vegan cookie. I do wish that we still had... I still wish that we had a cupcake place around here. All of the Gigi's cupcakes are gone. I don't know how I would have carried it, but I would have figured a way.
I was reading an article the other day that was saying cookie shops in particular are not doing good right now. Lots of very famous stores have closed.
I could see it because okay. I have had crumble cookie before where basically a quarter of a cookie is the serving size. I think those, it depends on the flavor you get. I am not a chocolate fan. So the brownies and the bites and everything else, not going to be my thing. But the strawberry cookies have been good. However, I want to eat the whole cookie. I don't want to eat a quarter.
But my friend is obsessed.
Yeah, that's my feedback on crumble. And then the Insomnia cookie, it was $2.89 for a cookie. For a dozen of cookies, it was $15.
Shellos escaped. No one caught it.
I hate to say it. Like, I get it. It's specialty because there's vegan cookies there. So I'm like, hey, if you can't go and buy vegan batter, I get it. Like, for that price for a vegan cookie, I see that's a valid pricing. But for the salted or the white chocolate macadamia nut cookie, I could have gone to Aldi's and got a whole 6-pack for the same price. And they would have tasted just as good. It's just one's baked fresh in the store today versus the other one I have to pick up, or the other one is been sitting on the shelf for a little bit. I can understand why those two cookie spots are not doing well and are closing, because that's a $4 for two cookies when I typically can spend $4 for six cookies. Again, not the vegan kind. The vegan kind's excluded because they're hard to find. But the other kind, yeah, no, I can see why they're going out of business. But also, we have it's called a bake shop, which the bake shop replaced the chicken and waffles place that was over there. And I will say, I got a black cherry croissant. No, what was it? It was a black raspberry swirl croissant with a sakura flower raspberry jam, and it was custard filled. Thing was $9. It was good, and I did notice that they sell other things like sourdough bread and everything else. Will I go back there again when they're open and try another specialty thing? Yes, because I thought that some of the concepts are cool, but it's definitely an aesthetic sort of buy. It's not a I must have this sort of food buy in order to live. So going back to it, I can understand why specialty bakeries are going out of business. I still have not been to any of the panderias around me.
Around here, but they are like mostly for formal events and holidays. We never just like go there for the heck of it.
Yeah. Cause like I'm not going to doubt the craft. Like you go to baking school. Baking school or culinary school is expensive, not baking school. You have to learn like all the skills and the crafts, and it's a lot of heavy work, and it's a lot on your body to be able to do it, because you're not lifting like, oh, let me take 5 pounds of flour. It's more like, let me go and lug this 50-pound bag of flour. So totally understand. They're charging what they're worth, but gotta be realistic. Also, I think Ohio just likes carbs.
Bakeries like what a bakery is in the UK or New Zealand.
Oh, what's the difference with their bakeries? But I'm not about that Tyra Banks hot, what is it called? Hot ice cream? I think that woman's done one too many things and just needs to be quiet with her money and sit in her house and just be happy and content before she ends up with the Wendy Williams treatment. Is Wendy Williams still alive? She was alive, and then she was guardianshiped, and then she was dead, and then she was alive. I don't keep up with celebrities, obviously. You can tell. But now I'm looking her up. UK. Well, first I'm looking up a UK bakery. I'm just going to do images. Okay, I'm looking at them. This is how I imagine the panderias are when you walk into them. And there's another one that's near me.
They are like more like deli almost. They serve pastries and pies, usually things stuffed with meats, breads, and confections, but it's like the place you would go to grab breakfast and or lunch.
Okay. I think that we actually, well, not with meat. I don't know. Now I'm going to have to go to a Pandaria to see what they have there. But I do know we have a couple. I just had the chills tonight. The train of thought is lost. I need to just try some of these different bakeries around here and see what they have. I will say at the very least we have stuff that's not like only Panera, which Panera is the equivalent of hospital food. Australian bakery. Yeah.
I have never seen a bakery here like the ones I went to in NZ. The closest is a coffee shop my aunt goes to that sells scones.
I just saw where a cupcake place is. I hope that it's still there. But it's probably not because we used to have a David's Tea Company out here, but then they retreated back to Canada. Okay, I'm looking at them. These are cool. Especially this one in Sydney. It looks like it's got lemons and everything else. Definitely a baker's dream. Okay, yeah. And then Wendy, can I go to regular Google, please, and thank you, Chrome? I just want to know, is Wendy Williams the top? When I typed it, is Wendy Williams, it says still alive, still under guardianship, coming back to TV. Okay, still alive 2025, coming back, still living, still in conservatorship, free yet. So if that doesn't say something there, yeah, okay. I knew that she retired because she was having health issues around the same time that my mom was. So I knew that was a thing. Oh, she's a Cancer. Okay, that explains a lot too.
Didn't she like go off the deep end mentally?
Wendy, what happened with her? She's still alive, by the way. I'm not going to say that she went off the deep end. Her son had her put under a conservatorship saying that she was mentally not stable, but the conservatorship got reversed like within 2 years. Not even 2 years, probably. Within a year, it got reversed. So I wouldn't say she got off the deep end so much as her son said she's crazy, thus she needed to go. I think the thing they were trying to prove was, does she have Alzheimer's at 61? I'm looking to see on Wikipedia. I didn't even know that she had a first husband. I thought she only had a second husband. Oh, she's been addicted to snow in the past. I did not know that. October 2017, she fainted on her show due to dehydration. Wells Fargo froze her account January 2022. She was under the guardianship. They diagnosed her with alopecia and frontotemporal dementia in 2023. Entered a long-term care facility. There was a documentary talking about her life since 2022 called Where is Wendy? And it aired on Lifetime in 2024. And then legal documents were filed by someone. That's where the cognitively impaired is coming from. There was a lawsuit and she was legally incapacitated is what they said. But she said, I was experiencing emotional abuse. Hello to someone in the TikTok stream. They're sending likes over. It so the last blurb that they have is it was reported that when Williams' ex-husband Kevin Hunter filed a lawsuit on behalf of Williams against the judge and her legal guardian in the case on June 18th, accusing them of abuse, neglect, and fraud handling Williams' guardianship. Doubt was later cast on her dementia diagnosis in November. A neurologist challenged the diagnosis using findings of a recent court ordered medical examination of William as evidence. And that's it. That's the last mention on Wikipedia. I'm not going too far down this hole because, yeah. So she's been diagnosed, but they're also saying it's a misdiagnosis. I'm more interested in the workings and what happened at SakuraCon this year, which I'm going to be looking into because I've already heard that there was a protest because they didn't have their accessibility meeting for the public. And I'm just like, I don't understand. With cons and expos, why they do not want to make them as accessible as possible, like putting ramps up for people. When you know that this is going to be an all day event. I've gone to a couple of expos. And it doesn't sit right with me. And I've also been a vendor at craft shows. It's like, well, if you make stuff accessible, it's also going to eliminate some liabilities about fire safety. And just life in general becomes a little bit easier.
Demon 8 Event Spawn. A wild wheat appears. Demon 8 Event Spawn. Catch it using Hope Catch. Winners revealed in 90s.
Hoot hoot. That's from the Johto League. I don't know why I remember that. I just remember seeing the actual show. And I feel like he's in the beginning of the show. Sakura.
I haven't been to anything really big, never been to a con, but I've been to a couple expos in the Boston area and they were all accessible as far as I saw.
Right? And here's the thing, if they can do it in Boston, which I consider y'all to be a pretty big city, they should be able to do it in Washington. I also have an issue with their website as a web designer, but that is neither here nor there. I guess that's what I'm calling myself now. I lost the ball of yarn.
Hoot escaped. No one caught it. John Aswa 5 Rid.
But it's glad to hear that you've been to some shows. I still...
Slightly more advanced than most of the rest of the country.
Hey. I don't know how to feel about that comment. But I'm happy for people that get to go. I mean, the two big convention centers that are near me, I will say, for Ohio, they are pretty accessible. Like, there's easy ramps to get in, to get out. there's always multiple doors, and you have other options and steps, and they always have the elevators open. Now, going on to the stage, I think they typically have a ramp going up to them. So now I think a lot of places can have better places for people to sit, because not everyone has like, oh, it's a visible disability. Some people have POTS and stuff. So unless, I guess my main gripe that I heard.
I used to go to these big computer and tech expo shows with my dad, and I have been to a flower and garden expo in Boston with a school group.
Ooh, that should have been pretty. I've been to a couple of flower shows. Those are gorgeous the way that they're done up. And what great memories with your dad. My dad and I have been to two comic book expos. We were supposed to go last year, but there was a lot going on. You never know. Might go this year.
The pictures are on my Flickr of the flower show. I can share them in the Discord later.
Coolio. And I should have my raised beds on Saturday, because you don't understand the amount of girl math I've done for this. I shouldn't call it girl math. How much algebra and geometry I did for this outside area. Because basically, this space is 26 feet by 35 feet big. I have one plum tree in the garden area, and I have one, I think it's my Tartarian cherry tree. So obviously I can't put anything there, but I'll have enough space for 6 or 8. No, 6. Did I decide on 6? They're going to be 6 by 3 by 1 inch, 1 foot beds, but I'm going to try to potentially stack them taller. As well as still have my container garden going. Because I refuse to lose this year to the squash vine borer, and once I plant my squash, those things are going in buckets and they're going to be tied up with tulle. The only time the tulle is coming off is when I'm going to go and harvest some zucchini. The other thing I need to start growing is my marigolds. Because apparently you have to grow an asinine amount of marigolds around tomatoes to keep hornworms away. And I do plan on at least having 2 archways. One for tomatoes and one for beans. I got the plans, I got the seeds, I just need to get the space prepared. Okay, seriously? This ball of yarn is tucked somewhere and it's getting on my nerves. Because the tension is so tight. Where are you? I guess I could actually sign on to my Facebook group and read. I just haven't been on Facebook in so long. Okay, this is definitely one of those. I have a Facebook just.
Facebook over a decade ago.
I haven't posted on it since 20. It wasn't a decade ago. I still have my small business page up there. Mm. Okay, I've scrolled as far as I can without signing into Facebook. The Book of Fakes does not like me, and I don't like it. That's okay. Oh, they do. Do they have a Tumblr? How does that work? Oh, they haven't posted on it in almost 8 years. Well, halfway through the stream, and I think I'm halfway through the blanket tonight. We're on good pace. But this other blanket does not want to stay up. Now I need to figure out what will I wear tomorrow. Oh, I also love, and it's a little bit of sarcasm. I love that my workplace told everyone, hey, today we're in office. Don't wear sweatpants. The first thing that I see when I walk in the office is someone wearing a pair of Nike sweatpants. I was like, huh, that's interesting. It wasn't like, oh, I'm going to try to hide the logo, hide the information. No, it was straight up like, didn't even try, rolled out of bed, made it to work. Okay. I get that. Some days that's how it be. But really? And I sound like an old fuzzy about it, but I don't know. I've got 2 more days, and then that's it that I had to be in. How is the rug coming? Or are you taking a break today? My leg wants to fall asleep. And I think I'm just going to let it.
Haven't done any more since the weekend.
Understood. Oh, I've almost finished Cafe Latte by Sia Melange. I had to keep going back and re-listening to it because I zone out and I don't realize that I didn't listen to what was being said. I have it for another 21 days. I'll actually get to understand the concept of what's happening in the whole story someday. But I do appreciate that she answers some of the questions. Now, I know the book series is supposed to be separate from her TikTok series, but I feel like she does address some of the questions that everyone's had about the backgrounds of the characters on the TikTok series. And also, I'm still trying to get accustomed to hearing Rethu instead of Rethu because the voice actor says the guys their name differently than how they say it in the series. And I can't tell if that's the author's accent or if they purposely chose to change the pronunciation of that character's name. I don't think that's a spoiler because she was pretty clear that most of the characters were still going to be in it. I forgot to light the candle. And if I light the candle now, I'm going to have to blow it out in like 5 minutes. So, probably not going to do that.
I need to get that book Tepla shared the video about.
Let's see. Did she do it in the reading nook or where did she share it at? I haven't been on Discord all day.
Inspiration.
Inspiration. Thank you. I'm not seeing a book.
Demon 8 event spawn a wild Anilope appears. Demon 8 event spawn catch it using Poke catch. Winners revealed in 90s. The video she shared is about a book.
Was it shared today? The one that says can't make friends? That one?
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
Yes.
Sure, we'll visit the site. I just want the name. That's all I want. You don't have to play it. You don't have to play that funky music. Oh, this was only posted 9 hours ago.
Anilope escaped. No one caught it. John Aswa 5 red.
Okay. I'm going to click on the Amazon link and hope that sends me to the right place. Friendship skills neurodivergent adults distracted. Friendship skills for neurodivergent adults, a guide to the anxious, uniquely weird, and easily distracted. Okay. From a social, economical, emotional learning expert, a book providing simple science-based practical advice, including scripts, tips, and strategies to help neurodivergent adults who have ADHD, autism, or anxiety find the belonging and support of lifelong friendships they seek. Friendships can be hard for many neurodivergent adults. There is an assumption that good, worthwhile friendships should come easy. However, for neurodivergent adults, these brain based reasons why friendships can be a little less intuitive. From differences in parts of the brain that are vital to managing the logistics of fulfilling social life to difficulty with self regulation, the way neurodiverse individuals experience social bonding and connections can feel unintuitive. Okay, it's broken into three parts. I was about to say, so how friendship works, how to find your people, how connecting will get you in motion. Eh, I wonder if it's on Libby already, since it looks like there's a Kindle and an audiobook version already out. I just went and go to Barnes and Noble. How is Barnes and Noble still in business? Or Joseph Best's bookstore, for that matter. Since we were talking about dying restaurant or specialty pastry stores. We're almost finished. And then I can head off to the shower and then head off to Dreamland. Not that I don't enjoy this time, but my bed's been calling me since about 4 o'clock. Additionally, my FYP is full of nothing but furniture builds. Um, I guess it's time for me to build furniture. It's scary the crafty circles I end up going into circles around on social media. I did not mention building furniture. It just assumes that's what my next hyperfixation is going to be. I don't know if I should be glad that it thinks that I'm that accomplished, or if I should be mad that it wants me to build furniture. But I'm in control of my own destiny, I think. I also need to check and see if they've released a new episode of Love Beyond the Grave. But I can't remember what that. I never looked up what their posting schedule is, but I know we're getting close to the end of that series. I would try to watch it today, but it'll end up watching me. I know that that's how it's going tonight. I think I can companion plant corn and sunflowers together. So I might do that in bed this year. We're on the literal last
Somebody
handful.
doesn't seem to have the ADHD book, and neither do any libraries in my state, but Boston Metro has 3 on order.
Mm. It was just released today. So I will say that it's pretty fast for them to be on it. So I had to be on the list for quite some time. I didn't realize the release date was today. Boston Metro has 3 on order. I wonder. I'm Now this is just curiosity getting the best of me. I highly doubt Ohio. I have three. How many library systems do I have on my card? I have. Well, right now it says I only have one. Or that's just the location of one. I know I have 2 library systems, at least, on my Libby account. Let me check mine. Friendship. Oh. Nope. Nope. That ain't it. And I'm not going to say the title of the book aloud because I don't know if I want to. What is this AI thing happening here? Okay, I'm going to search the Ohio public libraries in general. But it's weird because it brought up friendship. When I just type in friendship skills, it did bring up that full title. But yeah, no, it only refers back to this one. I can put it on our wish list. Oh, I also have Tennis Galkey's Interlocking Crochet that I need to read. I'm going to try it. Try to understand. Okay, no more scroll moments. I was only a few blocks away. That's 1, 2. I have 6 more stitches. No, I don't, because I went into the wrong hole. I now have more than 6. Okay. And then
Demon
1.
8 events gone. A wild surf fetched appears. Demon 8 events gone. Catch it using Poke Catch. Winners revealed in 90s.
Hey
You have the
Jen, welcome to the
Comcat or
stream.
Commonwealth Catalog. It's a network of connected library systems that all share books. As long as someone in the Comcat has the book you are looking for, you can get it delivered to you local library.
Oh, alright then. Go Comcat. Hello Jen, welcome to the stream. We're just about to pop off for the night. We got another row done. We are now at red, gold. We've gone past 100 rows. This is row 103. Don't forget to stretch. TRX arms are great, just not when you crochet for an hour in that position. And I also need to charge my watch because it's been dead for a couple hours. But okay. I know normally I go till 11, but it's 7 minutes till, like I said, the shower is calling me and another day to start. So
Fetched escaped. No one caught it. John Aswa 5 rid.
Gesundheit to me.
Night.
Have a good one. And remember to always stay crafty.